think about them, you pray for them, and you know, people like Dahlia, kids like Dahlia who are making a difference.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. What a great idea, first of all, with the PJs.
Yeah, love it.
But second of all, what a purpose on earth, right? I mean, you're faced with a challenge and then you make something out of it. Like, that's just, inspiring.
Sure is.
Good stuff. You know, and guys, that's just the story we need for this weather that we have right now.
100%.
Right? I mean, a little gloomy outside. We can, as we've been saying, we can handle this. It's November, big deal, right? Or December now, and it feels like November with the clouds. I know, I thought it was Wednesday too. Now I'm on the wrong month. That's fantastic. We'll set ourselves up for success tomorrow, but more clouds tomorrow. We do have a little bit of dry air that's going to work here late in the day. So this pattern that we're in right now isn't going to last that much longer in terms of exactly how it is. We've got fog out there tonight, though. That's my concern for morning rush hour, a little foggy. We're not expecting anything really dense, but we could have some pockets of some pretty good fog around here. Some spotty showers. We're in the 40s, and notice we're still in the 40s by evening. Remember, we're in our 72-hour stretch of 40-degree temperatures. More clouds around, but perhaps some dry air late tomorrow evening. There are some models saying maybe we see the sun before sunset. I hate to be the pessimist. I just think these clouds are just locked in. But that's good news for our temperatures. Look at this. We're locked into the 40s. When you have cloud cover, it keeps any heat that you have at the surface from going out to space. So that's exactly what we have right now. 46 downtown. Look at the 50s. Dover, Carrollton. Had a little rain down there as well. It is a mild evening out there. It'll be a mild overnight as well. This is the number I showed yesterday, the dew point. It was around 10 to 15 degrees. So we had virtually no moisture in the atmosphere. You were zapping yourself on everything. The static electricity was at an all-time high there, but not today. We brought that moisture in. You're not zapping yourself anymore. You can, you know, kind of walk across the carpet without worrying about touching the fridge, so to speak. The dew points and the temperature, though, are close, so we've got visibility that is low. You can see some of these numbers on here indicating some dense fog. We do have patches of it, that's for sure. Taking a look at area ODOT cams. This is down the Akron area, 76 at 277 there. Kind of blurry vision there. That's not just the camera. That is the fog that we have as we go down towards the south, 76 at 224. We've got more dense fog out towards the Ashland area than out in Ashtabula County. Still some dense fog out there as well. Again, visibilities will be reduced all night into tomorrow morning. So how about that rain? We've had just a smattering of showers today as expected. Another little wave moving quickly in here. Ashland area over towards the other Vermilion in Ashland, heading up towards Elyria, eventually getting some rain. Medina, probably another 30 minutes or so before you get some pattering on your windows there. You can see the bulk of the rain still down to the south. We've got a little bit of rain and snow off towards the north, but you notice that flow is bringing in all this moisture. This is all the way from the Pacific. This is what we settle into tomorrow. There's a little brief window here of some drier air that'll work in. That will come in here tomorrow night into Thursday. So we get kind of a break from the real low clouds and fog on Thursday. And then our next system develops out of this with Texas combined with a system coming out of the Rockies. This brings us our rain and some wet snow perhaps, and that'll be later in the day Friday. And then looking bigger picture, as we look out in the Pacific Northwest, there's a series of storm systems out here that will change that pattern across the U.S. and finally get this pattern moving again. You can't help but notice the flow. Everything coming into California and the Pacific Northwest. They have had so much snow in the Sierra Nevadas. They just got done with 2 to 3 feet of snow. Another 2 to 3 feet of snow expected. They need that desperately. That drought out in California is getting erased. It has been a wonderful late fall. Let's keep that going. National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. There's your smattering of showers tonight. Temperatures stay steady right near 50 tonight. That's where we start tomorrow. So it's going to feel spring-like tomorrow morning out the door. Notice the clouds kind of give way to the showers of saying goodbye. The clouds kind of give way to maybe some peaks, some holes in the clouds here by 5 o'clock. Temperatures flatline all day near 50 degrees. And then tomorrow night we start to bring in a little bit drier air. There may be some holes in the clouds, as I mentioned. Won't last long. Our next system moves in here on Thursday night into Friday. It's that one down in Texas. That will bring us more clouds and some rain. But temperatures, they're staying in the 40s all the way through the next 5 days. Snow is considered festive this time of year. So where's the cold air and how do we get it here? Well, there's a ton of cold air up in Canada. This is way below average from them, well below zero, but it's staying there. We've got a zonal flow, which keeps this cut off. So there's no push of this into the U.S. as of right now. Does that change? Well, I mentioned that pattern change next week. Here's that system Friday, comes in here with some rain late day, maybe changing to some wet snow at night. And then we stay kind of murky this weekend, but here's the system to watch. Time frame on this next Tuesday, Wednesday, big low pressure going to bring some rain and wind on the backside of that. That's where we turn cold. Do we stay cold? That's the question. But as of now, that should bring us some snow. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast. There's the big upward climb. And Russ, I still have falling in the 40s on Thursday. Friday, we turn much colder next week. Guys.
All right, such a deal. Matt Wintz, thanks a lot.